Hello guys, my name is Airidas Kirstukas, and in this tutorial I want to show you how to create 1, 2 or 10 blogs on the same website with free Blocksy theme. Just use custom post plugin and create as many blogs on one site as you want. Let's preview what I am talking about, and if you think it can be useful to you, keep watching. Let's begin. In this video I want to show you how to make 2 blogs on one website. You can see one blog is sitting just straight in front of your eyes. If you would press on the tutorials, here you would find original blog, and on the resources link here is another blog. If we would go on our dashboard, on the post section, you can find one blog, and on the resources section, another blog. If you struggle to watch the video and follow at the same time, come and press on this cogwheel, pick the play speed and pick bigger number for faster option or slower for the slower. At the moment, as you are seeing in the screen, is blank empty WordPress, and if I would go and visit the site, you would just see just empty. Let's go first thing to the appearance, themes, and add new. Search for the theme. Blocksy and install. After, activate, and we are offering as well install Blocksy Companion. I'm gonna install, that's gonna speed up the setup process. I'm gonna press skip, and you're gonna see that little icon and the name next to the dashboard, Blocksy. So if you wanna come back anytime here, you then can come and look at the start sites. We can go on to and look at the extensions and activate or deactivate. So keep in mind that I'm gonna go to the start sites and gonna install modern shop pre-made site and import. Gonna pick install child theme. Next, you can pick Breezy or Elementor page builders. I'm gonna pick Elementor. Next, and it's gonna install as well those plugins, Elementor, WooCommerce, and Contacts Form 7. I'm happy with that. Next, you just leave it as it is and install. That's gonna take a couple minutes. The theme had been installed, and let's visit the site. And as you can see, is brand new site. So if I'm gonna go back to my website, and what I wanted to show that I have 2 blogs. One is the tutorials, as you can see, where I creating my tutorials, and then I having the page and displaying how to do something. If I'm gonna go on the dashboard, those blog posts, it's living in the post section where you're coming, you creating. I assume you already know how to create a simple blog. You just add new post and start typing. I'm gonna leave the link in the video. If you wanna, you can go and watch how to create a blog, because I don't want it to keep repeating. But in this scenario, I have as well other resources, and here it's basically my another blog sitting where I have another articles. And if I'm gonna go on the dashboards, those is on the here on resources. You can see it. So how I created this, I wanted to show you, that's why I created new Blocksy website and customize. So we are in Blocksy, the dashboard, gonna need to go to the plugins and add new. So we're gonna search for the plugin, custom post, type UE. And here you can find the first one. It's called custom post type UE. Just press on install now. After install, press activate, and custom post type has been activated. First, go to add edit post type. In this example, I'm gonna call resources resources, and then plural it's gonna be resources and singular gonna be resource. Now you're gonna scroll down. You have additional labels. It a lot of things here you can discover yourself. Just come have a look. You always can come back and edit later. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Scrolling down, you coming to the settings section, and here those one is generic things. You just read and understand what it's about. What we are is interesting in has archive. So if you don't want, you don't want. I want in this example, so I'm gonna put true. Going down and then hierarchical, it depends how you want it to display in your blog. If you want to display, that would be the newest on the top, on the oldest in the bottom. That what makes sense. You need to enable true. We're scrolling down and then we're coming menu icon. If you want to create a menu icon, you just press on this link. You're coming to this page and then you can pick any you want. Let's say we're gonna pick this one in this example, and I'm gonna copy this name. Going back to this setting page and gonna paste. Going down, in here you create a title, editor, future image. It makes sense enable as well excerpt. If you wanna later show fraction of the blog in the blog page. And then you can enable outer page. It's all there, you can read it. And we're gonna add post type. As I say, if you miss something or you want to change, always come back to edit post type. You're gonna have resources. If you have many, then you pick whichever you need and go through, and let's say you want something change, don't want to have any more archive, so you can disable and then save post types. I'm gonna leave it as it is. After you done that, you can see it's already appeared my icon resources. I wanted to create as well the category, because if I come in here, you can see resources, you have a categories as well. We're coming back to edit and add taxonomies, and I'm gonna add resource category. This one I'm gonna give name categories, and this one category, and I'm gonna pick this one attached to the post type resources. Going down to the settings, and as well hierarchical, we enable true. Show admin in column, we're gonna enable true, and show in quick bulk edit panel, I'm gonna enable as well true, and I'm gonna add taxonomy. So the same like with the post types, if you wanna edit taxonomies, you can always come here and then select which taxonomy you wanna edit and go through and edit. So if I'm gonna go to my resources, you can see already taxonomy is here. So category, I'm gonna go and press and then create few taxonomies. So I'm gonna pick application, add new, and you can see it's appear here, and then another name, theme. I'm gonna add new theme. So you can add how many you want. I'm gonna create some fake posts. I am back and I created some posts and some resource pages. It's just dummy text. If I'm gonna go, you can see basically header and then some text. And I put some future image. You can write some excerpt too. For the blog post, we need to create the blog page. So going with the pages, add new and simple. I just gonna make blog, publish. Going back to the settings, reading and setting to the blog, save changes. If I'm going now to visit site, customize, menus, main menu, add items, and blog, and it's appear here, publish. If I'm gonna go and press on a blog, it's displaying our blog pages by default. I'm gonna disable this one. Going back on our dashboard, let's add resources to our menu. Go to the appearance, menus. Make sure you pick the menu in which one you wanna add, footer menu or main menu. select. I already added to the footer menu, so let's add to the main menu. Select, go to the custom links, write resources, name and then resources text. Save menu, add to menu, menu item had been added, and press save menu. Go to the visit site and you have a resources and a block, and out of the box it doesn't look bad. And now when we're having our block, let's go to the customizer. We going to the resources and here we can change our this looking page, or for resources single post pages, or for the blog one you can change here. I'm going to this resource and as you can see at the moment we have this display. First thing, have a look at my resources title. If you want to enable, you just press this and there my setup, and here my header appeared. If you want to adjust more, you just press this small arrow and here is the two type of the header. You can have first type basically as this, just name and description. Other option you have is description and some kind of image or background. I'm gonna leave it this. And then title, you can adjust just font size in here, and here you have a category label. If you're gonna enable, it's gonna say archives. I don't really like that, I just keep disable. And description, you can control some spacing here and visibility to show or not show on some size devices like computer, tablet or the phone. If you wanna change the name or the description, you publish, coming on your dashboard, going to your CPT UE plugin and then going to edit post types, and here on the plural label my resources, if you would change something resources, let's say, and you come here and I'm gonna refresh the page, would change resources, and if you scroll down, post type description, here you write your description, what you wanna to show on the page. Let's say I just gonna delete, leave hello, go down and save post. Coming back, just do refresh and just left hello. You get an idea. We're going back to our customizer, and next thing is resource structure. So this part here, you have 5 block styles. First one is simple one. Second, classic. Then you have grid one. Then you have enhanced grid and Gutenberg. I'm gonna pick enhanced grid for this example, and we have in here you have a number of posts you can show. You can reduce numbers to 4, let's say, showing up 5 for some reason, so 3, and it's free. I'm gonna pick 5 and leave it 5, and then going on the card options, and you have here a card type. You can have simple, it's a simple image, boxed, as you can see some in the box, and cover. If you pick the cover, then you basically need to go to design and adjust typography, as you not really can see. So title, I just gonna pick, let's say, color 8, you can see, and then go to the excerpt color you need to adjust, and then you need to adjust meta color. You get an idea. If you're going back to the general, I like to keep boxed, then you need to go back to the design and adjust the colors. You can see button color as well, background. If you want, you can, let's say, pick yellow. It's gonna look like this. Maybe I'm gonna leave it at the moment for the example. Card border, known, we can pick this, and then we can set to 5 pixel. You can see the border. Maybe I'm just gonna delete to 1. Now I'm gonna press none. Card shadow, let's disable the background. Going to the card shadow, adjust, you can outline, kind of going out, and then you can insert inside. And card background, you can adjust the way you like. And the border, if I would press 50, you can see it's becoming corners kind of oval. And then you can leave it just, let's say, one size. So then only gonna be one corner like this. Alright, so in here not much anymore, just going back to the general, and here basically are the card elements. Title, you can always drag and change the places. So let's say if you wanted to show first image and then title, you can just swap it. If you don't want to show something like say excerpt, you can just disable or enable. It's down to your preference. You designing here until you finding the most preferable design for you. Next one, then we have a card gaps. We can have bigger or smaller, and just keep in mind as well you have a computer, tablet and phone, so for every time you just should double check how it show on every device. Card inner spacing, you can see this name kind of moving from the corner. If I'm gonna go to the end, it's gonna be attached to this side. It doesn't look very nice, so better just leave it as it is or just adjust by your means. Next one is content alignment. Then you can have right, center, left. I'm gonna leave it left and vertical. It doesn't doing a lot on this particular design in this time. We had look at and whole settings, and I'm coming back, and then sidebar. If you enable sidebar, those two grid and enhanced grid design doesn't really work very well with a sidebar, so then you pick simple, classic or Gutenberg style, but if you like you can pick whatever you want. You can see it change design, and you have, if you press on this arrow, you're gonna have a two option, left side or right side. If I'm gonna press on right, the sidebar move to the left. I'm gonna keep on the right. Going back, next pagination. So those is this side. You have a standard next preview, so that's gonna change. No more numbers. Load more, you have option, and then you have infinite scroll. That means those posts gonna be keep appearing as long as user will scroll down. I'm gonna put on the standard. Going to design section, and here you can adjust things like colors. Text initial, you can see this is kind of black, and then if you hover, it's appearing accent color. You can change it, and then text active, you can see this one is white, so that's why white. If you want, you have a divider, you can always put one. You can see some line in here, and then you can change the color and the size. Let's say you wanna be like this. You get an idea. I'm gonna press none. In here, if you go down, you can have as well the space from the content. Going back, and here is card reveal effect. So that's how the cards appearing on the screen. If I'm gonna have like this, it's gonna be static items. If I'm gonna enable, I need to change probably to classic. And then you can see scrolling down, its card just have some animation effect. And that's all settings. And going back for blog post, I'm just gonna show my blog. For my blog, if you wanna adjust blog title, you need as well go to the pages, blog, edit, and here if you wanted to change name, you just need to change name, and here my description. My description, they go back and refresh and will change it. Block my description. Other all settings is the same, so I'm not gonna go through it. Now let's talk about the blog page customization. I'm gonna go on our blog, pick first blog, and here our the page. So let's go and customize. We're going to the customize, and then gonna pick this single post. It's gonna be the same settings for the single resources. I just gonna go press, and here then you have as before post title. So here you have a post title like this. If you want, then you can have with the image as this. In here in the design option, In here, in the design option, you can adjust the fonts, title, and excerpt. Pick image overlay color. It's a bit darkened. That would be those titles and description to read much easier. If you're going back, then you can actually just disable or enable. You can enable breadcrumbs if you want, but then if you do something, you need to go to the design and then breadcrumbs. When is this color, you need to adjust. Otherwise, it's quite hard to read. Going back to the general, now is alignment. You can have the left, middle, or right, and vertical. It doesn't really do a lot at the moment. Container width, it's just narrow at the moment. We can press default. Default doesn't change in this position. Let's leave it at the narrow. And then container background image. We have a widget. So this image coming from the, if you're going to the post, you have future image. So it's basically dragging from here, but you have an option. You can pick on a custom, select a different one, or press none. I'm gonna put back on a future. And image size, you can have full size, thumbnail, medium, large. It doesn't change a lot at the moment. I'm just gonna put on full size it is. And then container min high, so it have 250 pixels. As you can see, if I increasing, it's increasing. If I decreasing, it's decreasing. Set like was kind of this and leave it. We had a look at the post title and it's nice to have. If you don't want, you just can disable and don't have it all. But I think it's more makes sense to have it. So next, we have a post structure. We have a narrow width, as you can see, or normal width. I probably would prefer normal width, as it takes more space from the page, more information you can put, and it's nicely showing up. Content area, you can have box or wide, and then content area vertical spacing, you have on top and the bottom. The value you can adjust in these settings, pressed here, and then here you set up your site maximum width. Here is content spacing area, you can see changing, and here is narrow or max width, and this wide alignment offset only work when wide alignment option enabled. So let's go back, pick wide design, and let's have a look to other elements. And then you have a future image again to show on the page if you want. And probably you can adjust the size. Yeah, you can have default full size ratio. It's just going and playing with the settings. Post tags. And you would have any tags. Here would appear the post tags or disable. Outer box. If I enable, it's here. And then if I could press, you have it type 2 or you can have type 1 here. And here you have some information. If you wanna adjust this type, you need to go to the user's profile, and here you have a name. You can write about me, hello, change the picture, and then you can put some links in here and fill up all that information which one you want. I just update it and it should appear here. I have to cancel. I have to first publish, save my settings, and then I'm gonna reload it. See? It's appeared here. Post navigation, you can have previous post. Share box as well, you can enable. Share box appeared on your page. If you're gonna press on that arrow, you go in the menu. You have two options. First type is like this. Second one is as you've seen before. Then you have custom items or official items. I might be prefer even this size better. Then box location, you can have top, bottom, leave on the top. If we're gonna go, you see on the top, enable bottom, disable top. Next one is title, is here, share your love. You can type whatever you want. If you don't like, you can disable. Then you have a networks, what you can select. You have a quite huge option, so you just ticking on or off, depends what you need. If you wanna to set up any link, you need to go to back to general and then you have social network accounts, and here you put the links from your socials accounts. Next one, you have a size, icons, and spacing. Related posts, it's a nice option. And comments, you can leave it, design it, the box, or you can disable if you don't want. I'm gonna leave it. Publish. Okay, let's go visit site. Have a blog, press on first one, and that's our page. And then you see this bar as well, trending now. I'm gonna show you how to adjust this one. If we're going back on your dashboard, on the Blocksy, extensions is trending post. It's free. You can activate or deactivate if you want. So I activate it. And then if you're gonna go back, here is extension, trending post. And then you have an option, module title, trending now. Post types at the moment is products, but you can pick post or resources, what you prefer, source, taxonomies, or custom query if you want. You can go and adjust, and then as well the styling. You can see container design, font color, initial white in this, and the font type. Spacing you can see in here. Little quick extra tip. I would love to hear what you think about the content. Just drop the comment below and share your thoughts. If you get any benefits, please don't forget like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and bye bye to the next time. Guys, I'm creating videos and I'm trying to be as creative as I can. If you have any ideas or want some specific thing to be reviewed by me, please let me know. And about the weather, oh, we have a bad week in front. It's gonna be keep raining. So the spring is still not here, unfortunately. Thank you. Bye bye.